Tonight at Camden Yards, Orioles fans witnessed one of the most stunning comebacks of the MLB season. What looked like a dominant Dodgers win turned into a walk-off heartbreak for Los Angeles, as the Baltimore Orioles staged an unbelievable 4-run, 2-out rally in the bottom of the ninth to defeat the Dodgers 4-3. Opening frames. Dodgers set the tone. This game started with Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the mound for the Dodgers, and he was nothing short of masterful. From his very first pitch, Yamamoto carved through the Orioles lineup with precision, pounding the zone and keeping hitters off balance with a lethal mix of fastballs and splitters. By the third inning, the Dodgers grabbed the lead. Shohei Ohtani grounded out to first, but it scored a run to make it 1-0. 2 innings later, the Dodgers extended their advantage. In the fifth, Mookie Betts legged out an RBI infield single, bringing the score to 2-0. Then in the seventh inning, Betts struck again. He ripped a triple into the right center gap, scoring another run to push the lead to 3-0. With Yamamoto cruising and the Dodgers offense steadily applying pressure, it felt like Los Angeles had complete control of this game. Yamamoto's no-hit bid. For Dodgers fans, the story of the night was Yamamoto. Through 7 no-hit innings, he was untouchable. 10 strikeouts, 1 walk. Orioles hitters had no answers. Every pitch had purpose, pounding the corners, changing eye levels, keeping everyone guessing. The Dodgers defense also did its part, flashing several web gems to keep the no-hitter alive. By the 8th, the energy in Camden Yards had gone quiet. Orioles fans were watching Yamamoto paint a masterpiece, but baseball has a way of flipping scripts when you least expect it. Orioles bats go silent until the 9th. Through 8 innings, the Orioles managed 0 hits and very few quality at-bats. Dodgers reliever Ryan Yarbrough carried Yamamoto's no-hitter into the 9th, setting the stage for what seemed like a routine finish. Then came the bottom of the 9th, and baseball's chaos factor took over. Bottom of the 9th, 2-out magic. With 2 outs in the 9th and the Dodgers still holding a 3-0 lead, Blake Trinan came in to close things out. What happened next stunned everyone. First, Ryan Mountcastle lined a single to left. Then Colton followed with a bloop single into shallow center, putting 2 on with 2 outs. Adley Rutschman worked a gritty at-bat and drew a walk, loading the bases. The crowd came alive, and suddenly the Orioles had the tying run on base. Next up was Jordan Westburg. With the count full, he hit a slow infield chopper up the middle. Everyone was safe and Mountcastle scored. The Orioles were finally on the board, trailing 3-1. Then came the swing that changed everything. Jackson Holliday's walk-off blast. Stepping to the plate was Jackson Holliday, Baltimore's 21-year-old phenom, facing Blake Trinan with 2 outs and the bases still loaded. First pitch, ball. Second pitch, foul tip. Third pitch, history. Holliday crushed a 417-foot, 3-run walk-off home run to right center field, and Camden Yards erupted into pure chaos. From being no-hit for 8 innings to walking off the Dodgers in the 9th, the Orioles completed one of the most dramatic comebacks of the season, winning 4-3. Star contributions, Jackson Holliday was the undeniable hero. His walk-off 3-run homer sealed the victory and sent the home crowd into a frenzy. Mookie Betts did everything he could for LA. 2 hits, a triple, 2 RBIs, and stellar defense. Yoshinobu Yamamoto deserves recognition despite the loss. 7 no-hit innings, 10 strikeouts, 102 pitches. For 8 innings, he was untouchable. Unsung heroes. Ryan Mountcastle and Colton don't get enough credit here. Their clutch 2-out singles in the 9th extended the inning and kept Baltimore alive. Jordan Westburg's RBI infield single also cannot be overlooked. It brought Baltimore's first run home and set the stage for Holliday's heroics. For the Orioles' bullpen, Brian Baker was huge, bridging the gap from Trevor Rogers to the late innings without allowing LA to add insurance runs. Defensive web gems, both teams flashed leather tonight. In the seventh, Jack Sawinski made a running catch at the wall to rob extra bases. The Dodgers infield turned a slick double play behind Yamamoto to preserve the no-hitter. Orioles outfielders tracked down multiple deep drives, keeping the game close long enough for the ninth inning magic. Momentum swings. This was a game defined by extremes. For 8.2 innings, the Dodgers dominated in every phase: pitching, hitting, and defense. But in baseball, momentum can turn on a single pitch. From the moment Mountcastle's single landed in the ninth, the energy shifted completely. Baltimore went from lifeless to electric in minutes, culminating in Holliday's unforgettable walk-off. Impact on standings. For the Dodgers, T.O.E. The New York Yankees defeated the Toronto Blue Jays 3-1 tonight in a tightly contested game at Yankee Stadium, fueled by clutch hitting, strong pitching, and several highlight reel defensive plays. This was a crucial matchup with major playoff implications, and the Yankees responded with poise and power in front of an electric Bronx crowd. The game opened with a strong statement from the Yankees starter, Carlos Rodon, who came out attacking the zone early. He mixed his fastball and slider effectively, keeping Toronto hitters off balance throughout his 6 innings of work. Rodon struck out 7 and allowed just 1 run on 5 hits, displaying the command and mound presence that have defined his recent stretch of dominance. On the other side, Blue Jays starter Kevin Gausman matched him early, navigating through traffic with timely strikeouts to keep the Yankees scoreless. Through the first 2 frames, the breakthrough came in the bottom of the 3rd inning. After Aaron Judge worked a full-count walk, Cody Bellinger ripped a sharp single to right field, setting the table for the Yankees' first big scoring opportunity. With 2 outs, Austin Wells delivered a line drive single into left center, scoring Judge and putting New York ahead 1-0. The crowd erupted, sensing the momentum starting to shift toward the Yankees. Toronto answered back in the top of the 5th inning when Bo Bichette doubled off the right field wall and later scored on a Vladimir Guerrero Jr. sacrifice fly, tying the game at 1-1. But that would be the Blue Jays' only run of the night, thanks to Rodon's ability to pitch out of jams. His most impressive escape came in the 6th inning, when Toronto loaded the bases with 1 out. Rodon responded with back-to-back strikeouts, blowing a 97-mile-per-hour fastball past George Springer before freezing Davis Schneider with a perfectly placed slider on the outside corner. That sequence kept the game tied and sent Yankee Stadium into a frenzy. The defining moment came in the bottom of the 7th. With 2 outs and a runner on, Ryan McMahon stepped to the plate and delivered one of the biggest swings of the night, a towering 2-run home run into the second deck in right field. The 411-foot blast, McMahon's 18th of the season, gave the Yankees a 3-1 lead and completely flipped the energy in the ballpark. From that moment on, the momentum belonged entirely to New York. Defensively, the Yankees made several web gems that saved runs and kept Toronto from climbing back into the game. In the top of the 8th inning, Trent Grisham made a spectacular diving catch in center field, robbing Alejandro Kirk of an extra base hit that would have scored a runner from second. Anthony Volpe followed that up later in the inning with a slick backhanded stop deep in the hole at short, firing a laser across the diamond to get Bichette by half a step. Those defensive highlights helped preserve the slim lead heading into the 9th. The Yankees' bullpen once again proved why it's one of the best in baseball. Luke Weaver handled the 7th with a clean inning, while Clay Holmes pitched a dominant 8th. generating 3 ground ball outs on just 10 pitches. In the ninth, Camilo Doval came on for the save and wasted no time, striking out Guerrero Jr. and forcing back-to-back pop-ups to slam the door on Toronto. Doval earned his 24th save of the season and secured the Yankees' 4th consecutive win. Aaron Judge reached base 3 times tonight, drawing 2 walks and hitting a double in the 6th inning, while Cody Bellinger added 2 hits and scored a run. Austin Wells not only delivered the Yankees' first RBI, but also managed the pitching staff brilliantly, calling for breaking balls in key situations that neutralized Toronto's power hitters. Ryan McMahon's 7th inning homer was the game's biggest swing, giving him the title of Player of the Game. Unsung hero